show you how to do a hip flexor three-way stretch. What you're going to need for this is you're going to need some kind of pad that you can kneel on to protect your knee. And it can be very helpful to do this close to a wall or next to a chair or a couch to help you with your balance, but it will also help you sink deeper into the stretch. So what you're going to do is you're going to get into our half kneeling position. So if I'm stretching my right leg, my right knee is going to be on the pad, and then I'm going to have my left leg just kind of up in front of me like I'm proposing. You want to make sure that when you get into the half kneeling position that you want to keep your pelvis directly underneath the torso. What that really means is that if you look at a side view, is that I have a little bit of tone and tension through my glutes to help push and tuck my pelvis underneath my body. You don't want to get into this half kneeling position and just kind of have a huge arch in your back where now my pelvis is kind of rolled out behind me. So activate those glutes a little bit, tuck the pelvis under, and then you'll be prepped for the hip flexor stretch. So once you're in that position, you may already start to feel a stretch once you tuck your pelvis under. And if you do, great, just hang out, hold that for 30 seconds, take some deep breaths, feel that body expansion as part of your stretch. Now, if you tuck the pelvis under and you don't really feel anything, here's your cue to shift your whole body forward a little bit until you do feel a stretch. It does not have to be super intense because we're using our breath to help promote a little bit more expansion and stretch to the fascia. So again, even if you decide to stay with just a tucked pelvis or you're going to shift forward just a little bit, hold it for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, we're going to have an angle change. What you're going to do now is you're going to stay tucked and maybe even shift it forward. You're going to reach up and then you're going to go over. So we're going to add a little bit of a length along that right side of my body. And again, you're going to hold that for 30 seconds and you're going to breathe through it. We want to feel some body expansion and some rib movement to add a little extra to the stretch. Okay, after 30 seconds, you'll come back to the upright position, but you'll still stay in that stretched position of the first basic hip flexor stretch. We're going to now add a little bit of rotation. So what you're going to do is you want to turn your entire torso over to the left, away from the leg that you're stretching. You have to be careful that we want the shoulders to stay level. So we really want to think about turning the ribs and the rib cage and the torso over. So that way your shoulders aren't dropping or elevating up on either side. If you notice that as you turn, that inside leg is starting to kind of collapse out, try to pull it back in, or you can even use your hand to help hold it in place, and that can actually help you add a little bit more of a twist. And then once you find that comfortable rotation with this hip flexor stretch, you'll just pause for another 30 seconds and breathe into the stretch. So that is our hip flexor three-way stretch.